You stop mid-step and put your hand on the garish neck.
That bottle, Bratan! Just look at that bottle! You should care! I'm getting a very...
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy? So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits, I can...
See? There it is, Bratushka! The spirit! Let's buy the spirit! 300 real is a... It's our end game! Snap out of it, Bratan! This is no time for melancholy introspection! It's time to buy that... Bratan, you don't understand! It's not just another drink! This is what our relationship has been building towards all the... You have to buy it from him! Get it off him! Kill him if you have to! Our ultimate fate depends on it! And the fate of many worlds!
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. You know what's crazy, actually?
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What? This guy.
Conversation might bring a discount, no?
So what do you want then?
His tone is aggressive. You're getting on his back. The alcohol boiling his blood causes the agitation. It burns.
Aye, by amphetamine I mean speed. Sure did, buddy boy. That's why I said amphetamine. I mean speed. I mean amphetamine. I got both. Good, my man. Now what can I offer you? Oh, the system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the... You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise. Sold 2 to the... Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook. Hook 'em and cook 'em, huh? You want to buy something? In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the...
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. How's business? So what's happening?
The legend returns. You know the dance.
The noxious odor emanating from...
Don't you call her? Yeah? Uh-huh. Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are, never thought you'd see such a thing in your life.
Don't call Abigail!
The man hiccups, then mumbles something. He snorts and beckons you to lean in.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail. Don't you fucking call her! Hear me?
The drunk man. He does not sound well at...
Don't call.
can I help you?
What is this thing? What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually... I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess? So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna...
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. This was mostly about the fucking cardio. Massive cardio here. You'll live till 90, or you get a heart attack from running.
Oh, hello, dear. Goodness, how is he? Did he say why? Oh, yes. That's my... But I am so relieved to hear that he's...
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there. Our aging body's foul. Her heart won't rest until Morel.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings. Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. I looked up, and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved. I tried, but I was only a child.
Where did you go? Don't go.
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reed... For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. We were on our first date when I told him my story. You should have seen his face.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant.
Our first, yes. You're welcome, sweetie.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
This orange machine is dead. You slip your... No. If you want to try...
Equip the pry bar by going to...
Oh, it's you again. Very good. That will be 7 real for one. Here's your amber dye.
There appears to be a small fly embedded within. It's like looking into a lost little... The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Hello again, sir.
Raised descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go. Right to work!
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. No, these tracks are not interesting at all. There are sitting at a desk, Lieutenant. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. This must be it. The basement, the Royal Lion, Guillaume's kitten. The leather upholstery is worn and rough again. In fact, it's oddly silent. You try to... Finally, the sound of the key turning still echoes in the... Well, buddy, you opened it. Good job. Let's go now. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. As you hold the open door, you can... A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man, a little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic, the images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much. This person is unhappy. Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. That's an interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of... Perhaps you should break into apartments more often. Who knows? Could be. But this clothes in a trash lead doesn't really seem like it's going anywhere. Still, good thing to keep in mind. Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you? Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They were...
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. A witness? You ain't got shit.
That's just contactee status. Next, he's going to already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella? So, some moral intern crony. What'd he tell you? I bet he had a dead hooker situation. If he came to Martinez.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbell?
Damn, they wormed their way out of it, somehow. Try something else if you can.
Arab guy? Boss.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there, too. I already told you. That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some...
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make him...
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside.
Yes, enough of Charleville.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. The mention of mañana gets his attention. They're friends. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Borscht need more vodka?
Vodka borscht!
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg. The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and...
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Yes? What is it?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today? I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Everarts. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good. By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries. A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant. Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were one of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees. Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill. Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base. There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure they're like you. Idealistic people who want to make sure that bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow. One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation. Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protect. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates. You said it, Harry. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes. Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me. Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before you've even courted him properly. Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal. Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary Union members. Always working to advance their position, and that old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative. Harry, they're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets. But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry.
You can now go and tell Titus about this.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real. I'm not giving you anything.
Needless to say, this is another move. Don't take it.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything? Was it a good tour? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to.
He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants... Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta. I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get...
Roller skating, not drug.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. Yes, yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast, where all the men have drowned, in either the sea or the bottle, a gloomy place, doesn't have that Union attitude.
You're already pretty deep into this. What's a little more? No one can see you.
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella. Perfectly acceptable. No one's gonna force you into anything, but I don't know about that gun of yours. You see, I'm a vengeful man, Harry. But the good news is, the moment you change your mind and want to look into this matter, just tell me, and we'll be buddies. Most certainly, Harry. By all means, Harry, what's on your mind? See you soon.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go...
Yeah, I heard him. Now, let me state this very clearly, Capo. Hello, officer.
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. But this time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of... All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints. So you keep saying, and I do want to believe you, but it's getting harder and harder.
Yeah. Callie said you've been hanging around the daycare center. In the bushes, man. By the jungle gym. Trying to set up some...
I can believe that. That rings true.
Please stop hanging around the jungle gym. Whatever you're doing there is making you look awful. And it's not helping you with these guys at all.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer? Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea? That's great. Until then, you should maybe start thinking about the funeral. Police business. I understand. Anything I can help you with?
You think she really needs more of that after a man died at sea? What if I told you it is actually possible to go on a date sober? Before recorded history, men and women were able to do simple, very primitive things together sober. Acknowledge the situation and keep it basic.
I have, and I don't really. Just a walk? I don't know, officer. I would not have taken you for an innocent perambulator. Where would this walk take us, officer? All right, I will walk with you. But you need to understand that nothing is going to happen. We're just walking. Me too. It's been ages since I just had a normal conversation. Stroll on the beach sounds nice. All right, I guess I'll be seeing you at...
She doesn't wait for an answer. You better get ready. Was that acceptance? It feels so normal. The woman gazes steadily at the waves. A sudden gust picks up her dark hair.
Aye, so here you are. Mid-noon and the snow is... well, it's not really snow, it's slush. At least the drunks and teenagers haven't joined. Know that you're not the first guy to bring a girl to Land's End. This is what the locals call a make-out spot. That is not going to happen here today. I just want to make that clear, Dimples. Drinking men aren't known for keeping their appointments. The world? Those big words men like to... Let's just admire this piece of the world we happen to have in front of us, eh? Here it comes.
So fast as to make it seem like the weather turns at her command.
Me? No, no, no. Just grew up on the sea. Know which way the wind's blowing and all. Knew the weather'd clear up once we got here. Otherwise, it would have been a less pleasant stroll.
The remains of the dying sun are reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay. Your mind clears for a moment as your senses take it.
Isn't it strange for this all-powerful thing, the sun, to be so generous towards us? You know, the best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset.
The sun also falls on the Capeside tenements and war-torn ruins. An old sea fortress juts out, seemingly impervious. The sun does little for the dead, and those hopelessly lost in that, or people living in desert climates with sparse vegetation and little drinking water.
Oh, that was a bit of pride and a bit of superstition.
There's salt in the air, and the cries of the gulls and the skuas. Grit of the sand and the green glint.
It's bringing us spring, summer. It's entirely on our side, no matter what we do or who we are, for absolutely no reason. It's unlike no other powerful being, certainly no powerful organization or government. How can that be? I guess we wouldn't really be here if that thing wasn't on our team.
You would be incinerated, or worse. Maybe some general remarks before you say something big. Work your way up to the cool.
These aren't real fishhooks, silly. They're earrings shaped to look like fishhooks.
She's right. They're made mostly of plastic. A cheap novelty gift. The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the setting sun.
Thank you. I'm happy.
The wind ruffles her hair as she...
It's enough that my fish goes there. 50
Out on the terrace of La Fou de Fond, a hip business lunch spot in downtown La Delta. Glasses clink over a spread of oysters. Someone can't decide what to eat. Someone recommends a ceviche. Someone shields her eyes, trying to see across the bay.
It didn't suck. I'll let you get back to your business now. Twins probably found a landmine by now.
Shaggy.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no... Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab. Down. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like... You saw him? Does it mean that you went in there? Did you see the other spooker, the one in Grandma's clothes? That's odd. You should search her machine. Maybe it says where she went. My associates? I haven't got much to say about them. Sorry. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them. Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Huh? I see you're here again. Offside, man.
The young man.
This is hardcore. Hardcore! Hardcore! Internally coherent. All core!
He furrows.
Hard. Is it though? But it
feels like you should reply with a very
under the radar. Hi again. So, how are things going?
He's a quiet man. Mostly communicates through music and by being a master of ceremonies. Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him. Yeah, sometimes, when I stumble and find my way...
The man smiles mysteriously. I get it. He's a puzzle.
And? What happened? Oh, man! Who is he? What did you think? Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church? No matter. Yeah, Noid is right.
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
I guess it's not a massive... Everyone is welcome to dunk.
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? But she's in there somewhere. Has to be. Have you tried investigating the machines? Anyway, do let us know if you see her. As always, we'll be right here.
Back to the hardcore! It's hardcore! Skibbity, skibber danger.
Your cop training did not prepare you for that.
The club, true, hardcore! Hardcore to the... Here comes the knife!
Oh, hey, Wade, there's coffee in the back. Too many times, essay.
No need to overdo it. He won't mind sharing it with you.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife.
That is true. But what
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity la niñita pequeña when I hear it. The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Nah, man. They look pretty funny.
Though he used to, a long time ago.
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. Might even be nice to...
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
I think we're done here, essay.
The machine's keyboard is still the speaker.
Good evening. Votre accident en Saint-Brune. Good. Please repeat. Good. I have unlocked the filament. After votre accident, is there anything else I can do for you today? Sleep well.
The machine's keyboard is still... The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown, arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. 6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerved. What was that about narcotics? 7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next, on the 8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems setting it up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers, I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. 12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's 25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly. A shiver runs through you as you look to your left. 28th of February, 51. Yes. The first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns... Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared, and March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Cracker. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see. Well, you won't find any music venue organizers here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. What is it? I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you. I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything. I'm working.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core.
Could you just...
It's not just rudeness. It really is hard.
I use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefix processing. Mm-hmm. Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you? All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more process on the front, the unified front of radio waves, license, it's all around us. That's what I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied, but it's not the cheapest one on the market. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the price.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't... Great. You really like those questions.
They're bloodshot. She really hasn't been getting much sleep lately, has she?
I'm conducting scientific research here. I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said.
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, what do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have?
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
I don't know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out? You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using but honestly, it's not progressing very well.
But does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms? Ghosts, in everyday parlance.
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark. Strange things may float.
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow. And the heart... I know. No, I don't. Because it's just trial and error. Trying to... And I don't have a... Ghosts? No, I don't think so. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in them either. Great. What are we talking about? And why? Great. Thanks. No? Yes. And? I don't care. I don't...
Wow. She really doesn't. Not afraid, this one.
The Swallow, you mean? What about it? Because it's... And I don't have a... You know what? It would... Great. Thanks. What? I hate it. Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do. This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to... Take a guess, why don't you? I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Like a smooth draw, the filaments slide. The speaker.
Good evening. Please repeat. Good. Good. Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Good. Good. I've unlocked the production. Fortress Accident. Is there anything else?
Tiles on the cube are still with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing. It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule. In its short time of existence, the first tranche of seed financing brought in what eventually the damage reached 400,000 real. Let's just say it was a rear fortress accident employed 18 people. The bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit. But on the other hand, their obligations were piling up at an The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bank. It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large and no amount of money could satiate. They tried to make a 4 million real game. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower, and they couldn't. No, even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of that is until they discovered the Valley of the Heads. At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Sulisław Jalisa, decided this place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air. The world had never seen their kind before, and might never. So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which. Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while. What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never going to stop? Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss. On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Egonian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred. on the East Insulindian Lintel. When the project was returned, the team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider. But despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory. Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy. S. Luukinen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal. Her former colleagues would agree with you. The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later. 4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melts. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, what is it?
The mother of humanism stands above.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Yes? What's the deal?
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub? Come on, man. Who will you trust? A spooky programmer or...
Feel the love! Get down and feel it!
You'll get there, believe me. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she see? I mean, disposition-wise, about the dance club idea. Ja oder nein? Rocking it or dropping it? Come on, man.
Feel the love!
You'll get there. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did...
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world!
And she... A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a...
Unity! Dance!
And you can't just evict her? Look at you! No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and...
The line's in the dark!
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him...
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think? Excellent! Good luck, my friend. Goodbye, officer.
Big club, true, hard, full, it's hardcore! Give it...
Your cop training.
Yes, what is it? I don't want to make anything work. Yes, anything.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter. It's the failure of Fortress X.
That's right. If we couldn't get our Welkins to happen, I don't want anything to happen. Ever again.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice. She means it. Easy. When her research is done, she...
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
She thinks about it. A glossy look in her eye.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself. It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She's making it extra.
The backup itself is destroyed now. But Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady. That's her name, I believe. Good. Then in the giant ice bear fridge. I just told you. It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss. You just... Wait. A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory? Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Suliswov Jawiza. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was... And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of... This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about...
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a...
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse, whatever that means. Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil. Yes, but she literally... Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those trains. Thanks. And here's my Kvalsund multitool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offside copy, then...
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be part. This glorious multi-tool makes a regular pry bar completely... This orange machine is dead still. It has... This orange machine is dead still. Ice squeaks beneath your Kvalsund multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from... and it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost or bulk up. Turning the... is all... What better to assuage the creeping sense of... getting cold. This late in the night. Time. The bed is comforting. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You
recorded in you forever.
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. On and on it goes, for untold hours.
Behold, there are millions of them down there.
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. You can never forget this shit.
Beautiful. It's stuck.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent, picking...
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. What?
For the money, babe.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back.
Are you sure? You could be closing the door on a brilliant...
Did you hear?
Just another thoughtless vessel. Plowing the grey sea.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the wind.
Yes? Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps, I'm really not sure about this turn of events. I may have preferred the mutton.
Damage.
Either way, good on you. You were saying? What do you want to know? Good.
I see you haven't left our little Martinez yet. Still run. Aye, but don't let it grow too much. The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those.
A man lies.
Hold on. Looks like he's been dead for a while. I'm surprised no one found him before you came along.
The man, you have to be quite inebriated to fall that. His expression, height, once he was just.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. That's just a lazy assumption.
At least this man knew how to party. This is an omen, a sign from above. Don't start drinking again.
We do know that he was married. But you're right. Let's not run ahead. Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive. No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's...
Yes, but what if there's a killer on the loose? Two suspicious deaths.
Without any further evidence, yes. What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the box. They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have it. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does... Oh yes. Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely... But I think that death arrived through... It does seem to be a pretty straight... From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle. Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
The library card is... Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find most of these titles. If lost, please return the card.
Good. We should give them a call from my... Yes?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, a jacket, paint...
A snazzy, shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could...
Yeah,
Well, I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality.
I can tell you who we're not, Cop. We're not...
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, Cop Man, is... We're not part of...
Murder?
Yeah, sure.
Also, he was hanged. He was hanged for...
Yeah,
These punks don't know anything.
Hey! Stop right there! How does one know anything?
Fucking philosophy, man. You can do a great...
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnet.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock. Or...
I can't wait.
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our...
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence. But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much.
Hey, there's no need for that.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves.
Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, we are. We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them. Because we can be just as psycho.
But in a non-threatening and definitely
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be...
Right on, fuck. Mm-hmm. What about them?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one. For so-called true love. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times. You get more fish in a shorter time. And because when one fucks everything.
Well, first off, it's a statement. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey... What I mean by this is...
Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass...
Yes? What is? What are you implying? No, I don't. What are you implying? Neither. Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements. Seems about right.
So are we done here? Or... You don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
These guys...
Why?
If you don't have to answer, then we don't have to give you our jackets. Doesn't sound like you have... And what kind...
The lieutenant notices your agitation.
Okay, we get it. You look like total shit. We look flashy as hell. What about it?
The lieutenant looks down at his bomber jacket and shrugs, obviously content with his
Fine. Fuck it.
It's true. He simply can't. It's called empathy. Wow. I did not...
Fuck that! You're not getting mine. My dad's a lawyer in La Delta.
No, he won't.
The lieutenant is lightly amused by the situation.
I'm not wearing that jacket. I already am expressing my individuality. The need will not arise.
Look at this cute shit. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternizing with cops?
Fuck. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like confrontations, that's all.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? I'm afraid that...
We should try again during business hours.
Anything else, Detective? One moment. Can you please just...
We suspect he might have been inebriated.
Any signs of violence? No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly.
What about his belongings? Did you examine any information on the library card? Good. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there just a...
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, sir. Glad to hear that.
Feels good to get that off your chest, right? Celebration with beer?
10-4, sir. Sorry, but I'm under orders to give a negative. 10-4. Roger that. 10-10, over.
Hey. Well, well. Bringing him that new bird. Snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. Do something important, even at a standstill. Someone has waxed it recently.
Hello. Sure, let me have a look. I'm not under spec.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me
Anything else you're thinking of selling? More than sure. What else have you got? Another time, perhaps.
The greatest innocence. Browsing through, you can do it. It's a pop quiz. Thank Dolores Day. A pop quiz is a thanks for nothing. Dolores Day. is a short examination designed to test your knowledge without any prior warning or announcement. Such exams allow the teacher to assess how thoroughly the students. Thanks for Dolores Day. Incorrect. So, a pop quiz. Thanks Dolores Day. Incorrect. Steer clear. Yes, the quiz is incorrect. As the question 2, an innocence. I can do better. Damn, Dolores. Incorrect. An innocent. Damn, Dolores. Correct. Franco. Question. Yes, there seems to. At least it clearly. Correct. The most final stretch. You've come so far and learned. Incorrect. Of course, 0. While it. Incorrect. Oh, yeah. Yes. Correct. Everything and more. A D. Not particularly remarkable, but technically you would have done better if. But endless try. You hold in your hand the colorful the alphabet. Every page has one word. A. H is for Q. That's it. You know the alphabet now.
Good.
It is a very useful skill to have. Every page has A. H. Q. That's the alphabet. The alphabet. The alphabet. Every A. H. Q. That's it. The alphabet.
Good.
It is a very the alphabet.
Good.
It is a the alphabet. Every A. H. Q. That's it.
Good.
It is a very useful skill to have. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull.
This is Precinct 57. How may I... Hold on. I've got sent...
Yes, this is...
He sounds what?
Billy Majon, you said.
On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall, lit by orange desk lamps, far away from...
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number. Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all. It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day. Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
Maurice, what? A woman yells. Then...
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet. Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight. Marie? She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty... 1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that. Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
Yes?
give me a moment. It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Maisons in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one of the...
A weathered brown door. Some things. The lieutenant motions to you. This is the door. Get yourself together.
Don't knock! Just leave! You don't need this! You don't need to sad it up!
Hello? Who is it?
And someone turns down the radio.
The police? A moment, please.
Tidying up. There's fear in her voice.
Come in. The door is open. It's you from the bookstand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back? I don't think I introduced myself properly. The
lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses, and he must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of... No. This is something...
Definitely no small talk. It's like ripping off a bandage. The least painful way is to do it straight away, without stalling.
People got to eat? What is this about? Why are you suddenly asking me about my cooking? It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters. Jolie is 16 and Jenny is turning... The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. He has a problem with drinking. He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to the library a few days ago, but I guess something came up. His old leather jacket. It's just your average brown leather jacket, but he bought it as a teenager, so... Yes. The lining is hand-sewn. It's blue. I tried to make the thing... No. I guess It shouldn't be long from... Oh, it's in...
Central.
I think... Yes, just to return a...
Do something? Break something? It's a fool's hope.
Yes.
She folds. Here it comes.
How have I been? You're not here to discuss me. What is this about, officer?
I don't want to. I don't want to. Force yourself. Slap yourself.
Do what?
Officer.
Too late. You ruined it. Just say it.
Excuse me? What? What did you say?
She's in pain. She's in...
We are very sorry to inform you, but your husband, Victor Maison, was found...
Oh. Oh. But he was just...
He was just here.
I understand that this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have...
What happened to him? Tell me. Why? It's...
You stupid.
It looks like he slipped on the boardwalk. Fatally, I'm afraid.
And you just... found him there? How long had he been there?
She doesn't reply. You hear the clock ticking.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
It burns like...
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home? All right. I'll...
She can't take much more. Her stomach is churning.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him? You haven't even taken him away?
No, we have. He was taken to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange... Is there anything...
No, I'll call you if something comes up.
Again, if there's a...
She just nods. These are her last reserves of...
I'll take it from here. Thank you.
We should step outside and talk. So, the death notification.
He's avoiding your gaze. This is the time to say how sorry you are about how things went.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased. There's not much we can do.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
And, officer, I've seen worse. This wasn't the worst I've seen, okay? Now let's go.
I really have, he thinks.
Give me a moment.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire...
I don't believe it. I've never known those...
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
There'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place. Thank you for passing on the message.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? You have?
Finally. Time to choose sides.
Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise.
The RCM does not pick sides in...
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. How could I stop you? Are we not human?
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that. Oh my.
The lieutenant does not say anything. But you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
That's good to hear, Detective. Police work.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it.
This seems...
I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
Naturally, Detective. There are lighter topics to gossip. Did you know? What sort of borscht is he making? The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean put more alcohol in it? Beyond curious. I will choose to interpret that as... And because I don't like the idea of them any more drunk than they already are. Of course. Until then, is there anything I can... I love you. Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
Purity of snow always reminds me of the purity. Yes, I'm an old man. Don't...
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
She is nobody.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. No one. The boss has been on man since last Monday.
No one has been guarding the container?
Yes. It's not actually an...
Look, officers. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage...
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words. Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something...
Yes.
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman...
Do not defile her memory.
His tone lacks its usual intensity, like he doesn't feel he has the right to speak on the matter.
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire lives. She was René's first girl, back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather...
And then you stole her from me.
Oh, officer. It already got ugly nearly 80 years ago when the three of...
You stole her from me.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two...
We were just boys then. No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company.
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. René and I were both by her bedside when she...
Died. No use sugarcoating it.
Departed. Until the very end she couldn't.
A quick grimace of pain passes over Rene's features, but he immediately regains control. His face.
She could never make up her mind about anything. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married. Heck, technically, we both
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy.
He suddenly remembers you are...
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left. Sweet, sweet... Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left. Oh, that's the... Well, then, the... I could...
Is he... Didn't... Yes, all that blunt data...
The opponent...
Can you believe this clown?
So...
Let's call...
Yes, yes.
Good.
What was that all about? Some experimental I'm relieved to hear that. Are you well enough to move on?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to... Okay, but please, only a few questions.
The woman before you scans the... The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form. See? See? This place is cursed.
Weightlifting was never my favorite either. At the station gym, I mean. I prefer running. Clears your head.
Every snowflake is like a little...
You see a set of tire tracks. The door is this door. Still, the lieutenant, he doesn't like. You should punch a fuck. You hear the murmur.
Again? I can't believe... Again? Okay. Oh, it's not even a...
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling. It's a mere second.
Okay, why? So, do you know who hanged him? I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging. There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Wow. Still not doing it. You're bad at this.
Don't beat yourself down. Neither.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various...
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Right to work!
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Our tenant, the policeman. I can walk.
Hell yeah. No, we must run around.
I could use a breather before another rainy day begins.
Well, hand it over then. And I must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. Me, not quite a handle you got there.
She's got a couple of ranks herself. On the chief.
Just this over there.
Between
and old after now the area, the goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's longer.
She nods, rinsing.
The legend returns. You know the dance. Smokable smokes, pissable pilsner. Drink it, then convert it to piss. And there's...
Old door, worn by elements, guard. An old door, worn by...
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned a depot at the coast. She said it was for moving...
Hello again. My associates? Of course I do. Me? I'm a silver bird. Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Come on, get in. The warm stuff's getting out. Sorry.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Yes? What's the deal? All right, do what you gotta do, man. We trust you. Goodbye, off.
We're close. True. Hot. It's hot.
You're cocked.
Yes, what is it? Yes? Thanks. Yes? Thanks. No. Yes. And? No. You're right. I'm not. The swallow, you mean? What about it? Great. Thanks.
The mother of humanism stands above you. A precious and complex wax painting. On the shards
Yes. I wasn't... It's a minor landmark. No, there used to be 7 stave churches on the... We should be respectful.
A pang of guilt.
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid. Well, your station was involved. Well, your 3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them. I am pretty sure it was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything more about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. Good luck. You will not get... It happened a while ago.
A metal payphone. You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable. You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. Calling. Still, this feels wrong. End of tone. Someone...
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre? Do you have any news about Pierre? He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man. But who are you, then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish, and I can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame what you did to our country. This is because we are bred to be leaders. I can hear. I just so wanted it to be Pierre.
Disconnect tone. Calling. Again, someone would...
Hello, Gerard speaking. What are you like? Thanks for call.
Phone. Disconnect tone. Calling. Calling. Still.
Stop calling me, man. I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work. Check this.
Disconnect. Calling.
I'm tired.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite...
Writing. I hate writing.
The man. You do not hear the customary... Seems like it did not have time. Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You close your eyes and put your index finger... Strange. This is not how you started before. 4144471117. Yes. 451. You have dialed an ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean calling in the night, the saddest sound, both pitiful and terrifying. You feel calling still, ringing by the bedside of a dark but capacious. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy. Calling. Then the ocean breaks out of the depths.
Hello? Dora, who is this?
Dora. The name feels like a gift. A gift that was meant for you. To make it possible to... And fight. In the distorted distance, you hear someone don't react. Whatever you do, don't react to that last thing. It doesn't matter if you react or not. You still think you hear.
Who is this? No. It's you, isn't it? It's you. You're not a revolutionary, Harry. You're drunk. Oh, God. Do you know what time it is? It's so late here. It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours. What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain. She does not answer anymore.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money. You dial in the mid calling. Put it down before it's too late. Please. The heads now walk away.
Hello again. Aha! What not a lot of...
Hold on. What's R&D?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. You're probably more familiar with RTD. That's not surprising. Only they started out as a midway... Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business. It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for an elegant, which is a feat of... Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moosh... All of this was built by Feld, even a boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about... Yes, they even built a
pleasure wheel?
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer the...
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example... What's the Mars Decree? I mean, it's a beautiful piece of text, actually. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover.
Actually, no one knows. 10 years ago, I did a...
He did it. He said, Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center. This is all ninsy-pinsy garbage for sissy people.
The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory and so... In fact, I'm not. The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a... Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the... Yes, the official name of... Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong... But of course, what else? I do have some...
He's not gonna give you money. What are you doing?
Of course, Detective. I don't know if you're familiar with this. If not, then you definitely should. If not for tips and tricks, sure. What's on your mind? But of course...
Everything's still cool here, officer.
No need to dress this.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Are you trying to ask?
Sorry, detective.
The woman is still.
Huh? What is it? What do you want? Of course not. To try.
The woman swayed.
She's.
You hear that, Loman?
Nothing.
He's worried.
Appelled. Time. Of course. Whatever. I quit.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real.
Then it's contraband.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? The mercenary, eh? Who could... That's so. I haven't heard of him. I ain't the murderer.
Understood.
No problem. I wish the best.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really...
Welcome. True. That is a noble cranium.
Your silence betrays your inferiority. Oh, no.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden.
He's the... Also, to serve is noble. Jam. Individual. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side...
Measurehead stoically looks. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. So, from a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. What are you, deaf? They're perfect. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you.
Looking for something odd? Not.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Suit yourself, officer.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
Yes? What is it?
God damn.
Can I act?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots, Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have... This orange machine is dead still. You slip your fingers under the
Didn't so.
Equip the multi-tool by...
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? I'm sorry. I'm a bit overloaded just now, so I can only produce one die per customer.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm. She has begun to idly clean one. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it, slow.
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
She mumbles some kind of...
I'm...
And all she gets...
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? I ain't no...
Actually...
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
This door is made of no one answer.
Let's go. There's nothing.
You're back? Good. What can I help you with? I fear I've told you all I know. It's an Oranese map of the waterways, or some version of it. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the...
This is Precinct 50. This is... Sylvie Malay. Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, Detective? Well, I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
You hear the...
Anything else I can help you with, Officer? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Again.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking.
Hi again, gendarme. Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door. He sounded vaguely Oranese. Sure. Anything else on your mind? Bye-bye, Jean.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffiti.
The purity of snow, unfortunately, in Martinet. Top is a. If I knew.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present. And
There's nothing for you to understand here. It is not her death you are investigating. Revachol Fair of 91 in the Faubourg. This was the happiest day of... Absolutely not. She died of pneumonia in her... I was 22 when I won.
You were like a
dark cloud.
Those days...
The old soldier says nothing, but when his glance quickly runs over Gaston's face. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand. Ice groans and howls under the strain of darkness lies in. Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost... You gently lift the cube from its...
We should take it back to Miss Lucan and kill them.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament?